When a copycat killer strikes, two detectives seek help from an unlikely source, a top serial killer. Mindcage was filmed here in Northwest Arkansas. It's in cinemas as of today. And joining us, one of the local actors featured in the film. We got Mike joining us. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks so much for having me in. I'm glad to be here.
How long have you been acting in films?
Well, I almost don't want to say it, but my first professional job was 42 years ago. I was one of those dreaded child actors, and I kept on going. There was a long chunk where I was mostly just writing and directing. But one way or the other, I've been in the business for about 42 years.
Wow,
that's great.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
what can you tell us about this film? I know Martin Lawrence is in it, John Malkovich is in it. Tell us about Mindcage.
Well, it's there's some very grisly but beautiful, which sounds strange till you see the movie, murders happening in this town. And they turn out to be copycat murders of something that happened years ago by a murderer named the Artist. And that is John Malkovich.
Oh, okay.
And so the police have to try to bring Mr. Malkovich in, the Artist, to tell them, you know, if he has any leads, and it becomes a sort of cat and mouse game.
I gotcha.
It's very much a thriller.
Because the murders happening now mirror what he had
did.
done.
Exactly,
exactly.
So he's brought in as an expert. If you think of Silence of the Lambs, it's a very reminiscent of Silence of the Lambs.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
Well, his performance is amazing.
Well, I bet it is. He's always so great,
Yeah.
as is Martin Lawrence. What part do you play in the film?
Well, I'm one of those guys in charge of keeping Mr. Malkovich in his cage. I'm one of the prison guards. I also want to say that really it's not so much me as the mustache I have in the movie that's doing the acting.
Okay.
But it was a beauty. Facial hair is always the way I get into different things. But I was in charge of keeping Mr. Malkovich in. I'll let you watch and decide whether I did a good job.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, there you are, right there with the mustache. I see what you're saying.
We should have made a lower third for your mustache.
Yes.
That's a missed opportunity right there.
I'm growing out the beard right now for another role. It's always where the facial hair is. Just let that do the acting. That's right before an entrance where I'm about to deliver some very bad news.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a great job. Watching Mr. Malkovich work on the days that I was there was just a privilege. You know, he's just such a pro, and you see all the way through. He does such a great job. And Melissa Roxburgh also is one of the leads, and she's fantastic. And yeah, the whole group is really good.
Yeah.
Mike, talk about what it's like to be a part of a film of this caliber to be filmed here in Northwest Arkansas.
It's great. You know, the thing is, anytime a movie like this comes to town, anytime John Malkovich says, yes, I'm going to work here, right? That means 100 other people are working every day.
Yeah.
So, and that means they're working for 20 days, 30 days, 40 days, and it builds out our community here, our arts community, which you know well.
Yeah.
Which means actors, which means crew, which means hotels that are keeping people. It is wonderful to have these movies come here, and we're getting more and more. I mean, we've had several in the last few months, and we have several coming up, which is keeping me employed, which I'm very happy about, but also keeping a whole lot of other people employed.
Yes, and we do have some information for you at home because Mindcage is showing exclusively at the Malco Raceback Cinema right here in Fayetteville. So make sure you check that out. Make sure you look for Mike.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being
See if you can find him.
See if you can find the mustache.
You gotta find the mustache. I know. Forget about Mike. Just search out Mike's mustache.
It's going to have its own webpage pretty soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks for joining us. We know you got a lot of other fun stuff coming up on the horizon, so maybe we'll have you back to talk about some future films you got in the works.
That'd be lovely.
Yeah, that'd be great.
No, thanks so much, and please, go see the movie. It's good. It's good. It's exciting. It's thrilling, and you'll like it.
It's grisly but beautiful.
Yeah, I know, right? Strange.
Yes.